open it up with some general thoughts about the game, and then we'll take a few questions from everybody.
Okay. Thank you all for being here. I think most of you know that Coach Bonowitz played for me at Tech, and so I was glad to help him and help his program out by playing this game. He's going to have a nice team for certainly for his level. I thought our guys came out and did a pretty good job. I thought we did a lot of good things in the first half, except defensive board play. And that's something we've really worked on, we've emphasized, and we'll continue to do. And that'll be our primary emphasis between now and Friday. There was a lot of long shots. They got a bunch of small guys. We still got to be more physical and box out. So that was a disappointing thing. Didn't get to the free throw line as much. We had too many turnovers in the first half, and certainly gave up way too many points in the second half. I apologize, Stan. You don't ever want to beat somebody as bad as we did. But having said that, offensively, we're still going to have to execute better, help each other score, screen, and we just we've got to do a much better job of being stingy defensively. I thought we did a better job not turning the ball over in the second half. Had a lot of guys come in. I thought our bench enthusiasm was good. So there's a lot of good things that came out of it. Now we got 2 hard days of work to get ready for Friday. But I was pleased with, there's a lot of guys that did a lot of good things. Pleased with them.
As we continue, any questions for the student athletes, ladies and gentlemen.
House, just talk about your first taste of college action.
Well, it's fun, and it's exciting, and it's much faster than high school. So I have to get adapted to the speed first, then the physical level of play. And then after that, I'm just looking for my coach to just guide me through the rest of the season.
Coach, I think at some point you had him kind of defending in the post there up front. Is that going to be a plan to move him around?
Well, we went with a smaller lineup. Obviously, they were small, and we gave Leon and TaShawn a blow, and then alternated them some of the inside. And we've done that before with Danuel and LaRon. And even with these guys in the lane, we want to get some cuts to the basket where they can take smaller guys off a screen and be able to post them up down low, and just not settle for strictly a perimeter. We want our guys to play the game inside out, be versatile. So we've done that in practice. They're comfortable with it, and they understand that when we have a smaller lineup in the game.
TaShawn, how have things been different for you from last year, just in off season and now?
I'm getting to step out a little bit more, like out to like the high post, and sometimes on the outside, just get to show my versatility instead of just being in the post. But doing that, I have to be able to use my strengths from last year, which was being toughness. Sometimes stepping out takes away from me, so I got to be able to maintain my toughness like I did last year.
Have you gotten stronger?
Yeah, I got picked up a couple of pounds from off season.
Same thing for you, Leon. How have you gotten better?
I mean, just being physical on the block. Tonight wasn't a good day as far as rebounding, but finishing is one of my main strengths right now. I believe as the season goes along, as long as I just pick up, rebound, and just finish around the basket, I think it'll be a good season for us.
TaShawn, you seem to get out to the quickest start of the group right out of the gate. Do you feel pretty comfortable from the tip?
Yeah, I've been ready to play since we lost to UTEP last year. I've just been ready for this next season to start. And Coach Dickey always tells us the first 5 minutes is the most important, so you can determine how the game's gonna go. So I knew that if I started off fast, then everybody else would follow. So.
Coach, your thoughts on Zundu after he got in? He seemed to do what I think he's probably going to do most of the year, or how I imagine you guys are going to try to use him.
Well,
you get around the glass.
Probably should have got him in the first half. I'm not saying anything here that I hadn't said to these guys. He said beside me, they knew I was not very happy with the rebounding, and so just told V to get in there. When you look, these 3 guys are going to be terrific players. When you look at TaShawn, he had 9 rebounds, 0 offensive rebounds. Look at Leon, he plays 21 minutes, he gets only 4. rebounds. Daniel plays 24 minutes in the game. He only gets 4 rebounds. They're two good athletes, too strong. And I'd say the same thing to Stiggs on the line. We got to rebound the ball better. Having said that, when we put Valentine in, couldn't have been happier for him. He was able to get a nice penetrating pitch, lay in, he got a dunk. As you can see, his teammates, they want him to do well. He's making great strides. He's getting better. He's getting more physical. He actually yelled at somebody in practice the other day when he dunked on him, and so I think everybody was pretty excited, including me. So the one thing I thought he might do, of course, they're so small. He was trying to block a lot of shots. He was trying so hard. He's been giving these guys fits inside, so he'll do that. I was really pleased for him and gives him a chance to gain some confidence. So happy for him.
James, in Dallas, you had mentioned with him specifically that at that position nowadays, that maybe it's not the position that people gravitate to, but he seemed to want that role. I mean, that kind of.
You're being very diplomatic with 2 guys up here. What you're saying is nobody wants to play the 5, and that's right, they don't. And he wants to, and he wants to get out there and block shots, defend, and rebound, run the floor, and he can do that. The other thing I might say is I thought we did a much better job in the second half with our assists. First half, I think we had 12. We ended up with 29. I think we had 17. Second, I thought we did a better job of sharing the ball. You score that many points, you ought to have a lot of assists.
Sean, as you guys, I guess 3 days now till the opener, chemistry getting together, how do you feel, at least through the early part, and kind of the feel you're waiting for things stage, that the group is coming together as you start the season?
I feel pretty good. I feel like this team is my family, so I treat any of them like I would anybody else in my family. So I feel like this season we won't have any chemistry problems or anything. I feel like we're very close.
What was the significance of this game? What was the significance of this game in a large scale, personally?
Well, really what this is just a dress rehearsal for Friday. Any exhibition is that a way. You want to go through your game day routine the night before. We go through the scouting report, our free throw routine, our shoot around, our preparation from 2 o'clock on, getting ready. You probably would like to have maybe you certainly don't want to get beat in an exhibition game, but although there have been some teams around the country that have, and then I've talked to several coaches where they've had some close games, they've turned it over way too many times, so everybody's going through the same thing. What it is just a dress rehearsal in order to get ready for Friday. That's when it really counts. So I think we got guys under game situations, the band, the fans, the lights, people there in the stands, game pressure. I think all those things help a lot. And then now we'll be able to take that film, break it down. The guys, they've really done a good job. They understand the areas that we need to get better, and they're committed to doing that. They're disappointed we didn't rebound the ball better. They know we'll work harder over the next 2 days, and that's something that we've got to do. But what happens sometimes when you're scoring, everybody gets a tendency to start leaking out the offensive end and forget about playing defense, because everybody likes to see that ball go through the basket.
Coach, what are going to be some of the keys to Friday's game?
Well, I think the biggest thing for us is that we're ready to play with a determination and a toughness. We talked about toughness ever since TaShawn mentioned the UTEP game. Since we left Memphis, we have talked about that. We've got to have a great focus and determination to be ready to play. An unusual start for maybe the first game, not necessarily an unusual start, because there'll be a lot of teams that play tournaments and they'll have 12 o'clock games, but we went through this routine last week on Saturday where we got up early, had an early morning shoot around, had an early breakfast, came back and practiced at approximately the same time. So we tried to prepare ourselves physically, but the approach mentally about a determination, a relentlessness, and a toughness will be very important on Friday.
Anything else?
Thank you all for being here.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.